Hey guys, today we're going to talk about two really important topics. Number one, title and escrow. What is title and what does an escrow officer do? And number two, these, what I think are, I don't want to know if they're fraud or scam or just scary commercials that we're seeing on TV about title lock. So today we're joined by Gina. Duke, say hi. All right, and Phil Bouchard.
Howdy.
So Phil, we'll start with you. What is your position and what exactly do you have to do with title and escrow?
Randy here at Security First Title. I'm the president. Took that position about 2 months ago, but for the last almost 40 years in Las Vegas, I've been a title officer, a trustee officer that processed foreclosures, and for about the last 12 years I was in sales.
Awesome. So what I'm hearing, a lot of experience. You've seen it all.
Quite a bit.
Okay,
Quite a
good.
bit.
And Gina, tell us about your position. And we've worked together, all of us, 10, 11, 12 years. And we're here because I trust you guys. You're knowledgeable, you're wise about all of these issues, certainly even more than me. But I think the public really needs to hear what you have to share. So Gina, tell us, our friends out there, what you do.
I'm an escrow officer here at Security First. I've been in escrow 17.5 years. And we are a mutual third party that holds funds during the real estate transaction. We manage the disbursement of those funds, and we make sure that everyone is following the purchase agreement requirements in order to protect both buyer and seller.
So just tell us, I guess, put it in non-real estate, put it in layman's terms. So I want to sell a house. How are you involved?
We get your contract, we get your earnest money, and we hold the earnest money and make sure that everybody is just following the requirements. We do title searches, liens, and judgments to make sure that there's no title issues that we have to clear. We order payoffs, documents.
Great, perfect. So what I'm hearing, so if I have a contract, I bring it to you, you hold it. I heard you say you hold the earnest money deposits, you hold all the financial funds. And as a third party, so you don't necessarily lean one way or the other. We know it's safe with you.
Right.
And then you mentioned the title searches and clearing title. What does that mean?
So can I answer that? Because I'm a title guy. So a part of the business, the escrow part, Gina just explained, but there's also this aspect of title insurance. It's the product that we sell that insures buyers and lenders of real property that they've got marketable title to the real estate that they just bought.
Beautiful.
Kind of important because real estate's expensive.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for explaining all of that. Sure. Now let's get into something. One of the reasons we're here today is because the other night I saw a commercial watching with my wife, and Phil, I was pissed off.
Yeah, well, I get fired up just thinking.
I was like, I can't, it was so ridiculous. They're talking on TV about you need to get this title lock stuff because you don't want to have your house stolen. I'm like, what in the hell? What are they talking about? Can someone steal a house?
So no, somebody can't steal a house, and I've been fielding these questions for at least a couple of years since they started running these title lock commercials on TV. You'll notice, Randy, that the time and the shows that you'll see those commercials, they're really directed towards older people like me.
Well, what is older people?
Well, I'm 61.
Okay.
So you're going to see title lock commercials, never on like an NFL football game or anything like that. It's always late at night on like the old Western channel or something like that. And I think the reason they do that is because it's these elderly people that are most often victimized through a fear-based marketing. And that's what title lock is. I'll share with you real quickly that the Clark County Recorder's Office does the exact same thing for free that title lock does for some indefinite monthly payment going on forever. I understand that for senior citizens, one of the biggest fears they have is keeping the money that they've made, that they've saved or earned. It's not so much just where is it invested and am I getting the right return, but because of all of the crooked stuff going on out there, especially over the internet, people that are in retirement are exceptionally worried about losing their money. And one of the things that this title lock commercial does is it scares people into believing that they could actually have their house stolen. I can't imagine, but they pull around the corner and drive into the cul-de-sac and they go, there's my neighbor's house, there's my neighbor.
Right.
There's a vacant lot where my house used to be, somebody stole it. So you can't steal a house. You could record a fraudulent deed.
And so if someone does that, because we know all types of, bad actors are out there. So if someone does record a fraudulent deed, what happens next, and how do we fix it?
So the real victim would not be the homeowner who's had their property stolen. The real victim would be the purchaser of the property, right? Because the bad guys probably pretended to be the owner and they're going to sell the property to somebody. The buyer is the victim because their money is gone. They've given it to the seller and they don't have the title to real property, even though they got a deed that was fraudulently signed to them showing that they would have the title, but the deed's it's invalid. It's not a good deed because it wasn't the seller, the owner of the property, that actually signed it. So the owner of the property, there may be a deed recorded on the title of their property. We call that a wild deed, and it's really a very little consequence. It's not this thing where you're not going to be able to sleep because somebody recorded a bad deed. It's super easy to determine a good deed from a fraudulent deed.
Perfect. So what should people do? What should our friends out there in the community, and you guys live in the community for a long time, we all have friends and family here and clients. What can people do to, I guess if they just want to do some research on their own, or they want to find out more about their title, what's the answer?
Well, I think it's a neat service that you would be notified if somebody recorded something on your property. But kind of like with Title Lock, they're not telling you, hey, we're going to keep your horses from leaving the corral. They're just going to tell you, hey, your horses left the corral after the fact. And sometimes that might be a little too late. The Clark County Recorder's Office for free. All you have to do is go to Google Clark County Recorder. You'll come up with the Nevada Clark County Recorder site. And on the home page, there's a link that you can click on to sign up to be notified if anybody records a document against your home, whether it's fraudulent or not.
I had no idea.
Yeah, super easy. Super easy.
Well, I never considered that someone would steal my house or do these kinds of things. But in both of your combined many decades of in this business,
60 years.
how many times has someone this happened?
No.
Zero.
No.
Zero. Well, you got to be careful because that could be. So it's zero.
No.
Okay.
Three? No, zero.
Okay, beautiful. Well, thanks, guys. If someone has questions for you, is it okay if we share?
Absolutely.
Share how to get in contact with you?
Absolutely.
Or the office here?
You bet.
Yes.
So you can reach me at area code 702-525-4240, or you can email me at pbouchard@securityfirst, and that's a 1st.com.
And naturally, we appreciate you watching. If you like this material or have any thoughts, questions, please put some comments down below, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks.